magnificent frame to reflect your image. Pride is the name of this mirror, meant to represent one of the 7 deadly sins. Porcelain flowers, printed with images of paper money, are the expression of avarice. In these works by Barnaby Barford, the observer becomes part of the artwork. Their decorative forms conceal something more profound. Wrath is a colourful explosion of red and yellow, while white ceramic flowers symbolize sloth.
I wanted to explore what the 7 deadly sins meant in the beginning of the 21st century. So they've been around since Pope Gregory wrote them down in sort of 600 AD. So without the threat of eternal damnation, I wanted to see if they were still important in our society.
Barnaby Barford's works tell stories. There's a lot of hanky-panky going on in this love nest. And even on his wedding day, this groom is already making eyes at another woman. Barford transforms kitschy porcelain figures into attractive yet macabre works with an ironic twist.
By bringing a sort of sense of humour and irony to the work, I think it allows people to engage with it on a different level than they would if it was sort of deadly serious and hammering a sort of message home.
At his studio in London, Barford cuts up porcelain figurines he finds in junk shops or on the internet. Then he pieces them together to create something different. But there's method behind the seeming madness. Barford always has a very clear idea in mind, and his works poke fun at society.
These objects are meant for something completely different. You know, they're meant to sort of celebrate the sort of romantic, the chocolate box ideology of life, and in a way I'm using them to sort of celebrate our foibles and our frailties, really.
He's made a name for himself with installations like this one, called The Battle of Trafalgar. In 2008, his figures even became the protagonists of an animated film for British television. It recounts the tragic love story of a pretty girl from high society and a lower-class boy.
I'm interested in the fact that we think we're a very advanced society, but actually, as human beings, we're exactly the same as we were at the dawn of society. So our emotions and our characteristics haven't changed. It's what makes us human.
Barford is a master of his craft. The Three Graces is a favourite motif in art history. Barford recreates it with pop stars, like Britney Spears. One person in 3 different situations. He did the same with Amy Winehouse and Grace Jones. He's making these sculptures for a solo exhibition in the US this fall. Barford's works are sold by David Gill, who owns a gallery in London.
They're very varied. Many of them are from the contemporary art world, very serious contemporary art collectors. Some of them are really young collectors.
Barnaby Barford is successful internationally, but in many ways his art is typically British.
A very British side. It's the way of looking at a subject in a satirical way, of being able to make fun of it, but also be kind of deadly serious about it at the same time.
And his art does just that. It does away with conventional logic and gets people talking.